Hi, I'm Ashley Kyle, and welcome to this special edition of the Lake News Update. We are going to flash back to some of the craziest, fun, and profound stories of 2012. So without further ado, here are our top 10 favorite stories of the year. Coming in at number 10, it's a cliffhanger. It first made an Osage Beach business owner gasp for air, but now Cliff Bussey looks at the whole incident and laughs. Every business has risks, but the owner of Clearwater Carpet Cleaning probably never imagined this one. As the company's van left a job, the weight of the vehicle, combined with a steep gravel incline, nearly led to disaster. The van slid backwards toward the lake, jumped the top of a retaining wall, and came to rest teetering over a 45-foot cliff. The driver was unharmed, and the van has already been repaired and returned to service. Number 9 made the top 10 list because it's just plain shocking. Back in April, a local fisherman said lightning was to blame for his bass boat hitting a dock, jumping a swim platform, and getting wedged on a dock itself. The Camdenton man was fishing late morning on April 7th when a thunderstorm rolled in, sending him racing for home. As he entered his cove, the man said lightning struck near the boat, blinding him and sending the boat crashing into his neighbor's dock. While the boat and dock sustained significant damage, amazingly, the man was not injured. In less entertaining news, but incredibly vital to the lake economy, infrastructure development on the west side of the Lake of the Ozarks has broken into the top 10 list as number 8. It's hard to say which project has the most profound impact, but they are all working together to make the lake's west side an increasingly attractive place to do business. In 2012, Como Electric Cooperative announced its intention to deliver fiber-to-the-home internet, telephone, and video service to every home and business in its territory. Also this year, Summit Natural Gas hit the ground running to install natural gas pipeline around the entire Lake of the Ozarks area. The company expects the first gas lines turned on by the spring of 2013 in Lori. And absolutely critical to Sunrise Beach development, the Central Water System project reached completion in 2012, and the city is moving forward on sewer along the Highway 5 business corridor between Hurricane Deck Bridge and Highway F. The future home of Wood Supermarket expected to open by Memorial Day 2013. Now back to the fun stuff. The biggest boat party of the year has slid into the number 7 slot for 2012. Let's flash back to July and Aquapalooza. Once again, an event at Dog Days makes the year's top 10. The Canine Cannonball event rounds out number 6. Check out the four-legged fun.
Up and out. All right, boom. There it is. There it out. Going big.
Back here by the pool, and we just had a close-up of what can happen if you're standing by the pool.
There we go. Get it. There it out.
Number 5 is all about speed. This is the year the Lake of the Ozarks might lure one of the most high-profile boat races in the world back to its waters. The push to raise $120,000 in sponsorships is now underway to close the deal. Here's a look back at the announcement made this month. After a 4-year hiatus, the Offshore Super Series boat race may be returning to the Lake of the Ozarks. Organizers recently announced the boat races would be held June 7th through the 9th. Past cruise drew more than 25,000 spectators to the lake over a course of a weekend, generating $4.5 million in economic impact. Profits from the event will be donated to local charities and beautification projects on Bagnell Dam Strip. Number 4 is dedicated to the trials and triumphs of boat racing. Just weeks before the Lake of the Ozarks shootout, the reigning Top Gun, who vowed a return in 2012 to break the course record, crashed one of the fastest race boats in the world. Here's a blast from summers past that left the door open for a surprise Top Gun. The shootout crowned a new Top Gun this year as Greg Olson came out of retirement to race one last time. Olson and his crew worked furiously to prepare the boat after hearing about Bill Tomlinson's crash in My Way. In Olson's first run, he hit 192 miles per hour in his Eliminator Daytona, named Fatal Attraction. In accepting the shootout trophy, Olson announced he would go out on top by retiring from boat racing, now reaching the lifetime milestone of shootout out Top Gun at the #1 powerboating destination in the Midwest, Lake of the Ozarks. Number 3 could easily make the top 10 list every year. The Polar Bear Plunge is one of the most notable, wacky, and TV-friendly events at the lake. Every February, polar bears don their best costumes to storm the freezing waters of Public Beach Number 2 to raise money for Special Olympics. Here's just a taste of this year's coverage. Number 2, right place, wrong time. This coming newscast was the origin of the boat accident that shocked a worldwide audience of more than 100 million viewers after it went viral online and was broadcast on most major networks from Lake of the Ozarks to Tokyo, Japan. Be warned, the video you are about to see is violent. Lake TV's own crewman was injured during its shooting. And the #1 favorite story of the year, it pulled our heartstrings and filled our souls. The Lake area community and a grateful nation come through on a promise to support a wounded warrior.
Todd, here is your certificate of occupancy. Dave, let's get it. Ready? Let's pull back that flag.
Today is another day in my book of life that I'm probably going to have to bookmark because I'm going to have to try to remember this day for the rest of my life. From the biggest contributors to even the smallest contributors, someone played a big part in me getting this. Excuse me. Now I'm going to be able to get into my home and I'm going to be able to live a normal life. The world isn't so handicap accessible, but now in the comfort of my own home, I'll be able to continue living life. And the most important thing to me about this house is now that my wife Crystal is also going to get her independence back, she won't have to help me do so much. And then I just want to let people remember that, you know, the war might be over for me and the other guys in Afghanistan, but the war back home has just begun for us. So from the bottom of my heart and Crystal's, there's no way we'll be able to show the kindness that we have received back. Thank you.
From our families to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a wonderful New Year. We would like to thank Making Music for their sponsorship of this Top 10 list.